When children see their idea manifested in the form of a book, it instantly embeds the thought, the belief that every dream has the potential to come true.
We turn stories into picture books. During the lockdown, we have received many stories written by children. I work closely with budding writers and help them make their stories as perfect as it can be. I also have a team of editors. We work collaboratively in this process. My job is to help children to present their stories to the readers in a vivid way. I help them fill the missing gaps in the stories. If there are some unanswered questions left in the story, I will ask them to answer those so that it makes sense. Sometimes I guide them to remove the information that is not relevant to the story. I also help them choose the right vocabulary and create crisp and clear sentences so that their stories are as perfect as they can be.
I'm Sandra Smith and I work with the team at Authoring Mill. My role is to review children's stories. This involves providing individual feedback with constructive suggestions on how to improve and enhance each child's ideas.
Today I have received the story from the child and I have read it carefully. He has incorporated all the changes that were required, and now I'm going to send the story to the design team.
It's not easy to work from home, and there are many more challenges. I have a dog, which is a big challenge, but I have this book now with me, and I'm going to start designing it. I'm going to start conceptualizing it and putting colors to the ideas, and it's very exciting. Design can be done in many ways. So we can either create the whole design. For example, if it's an enchanted forest, that looks good with trees and mushrooms and other stuff around it. But sometimes if there's an action sequence that we're designing, so we just take one part of it and not design the whole thing and not make it too graphic.
A lot goes in while designing a book. I illustrate and design the stories that children write. When the story is sent to me by Ekta, I make a storyboard and then I prepare the backgrounds for the storybooks and produce a visually beautiful book.
There are some hand-drawn illustrations which have been made by Ashima, and some vector illustrations that I have made digitally on Adobe Illustrator. I'm just going to take it all together and put it in Adobe Photoshop, where I'm just going to create the scene of the whole page. If you see, this is a building that was hand-drawn, and then there's a whole digitally created background. I'm just going to merge it together, and this is where I manipulate a lot with designs. Every step, right from the time when we get the email and the story to the point the book is sent to the printer, is very transparent. So when we are designing a book, the first draft, which is the cover page, and some of the inner pages are sent out to the parents so that the child is involved and the parents are totally involved in what we are doing. And if there is any suggestion, any change that they want, we totally welcome that. We love that interaction with the parents so that we are all sure that we are walking in the same direction, and ultimately it is the child who has to be happy with the book.
After a few weeks, once the story is illustrated and typeset, I receive it back. And this is how it looks like. Now I check everything in detail. I proofread it carefully from the content to page numbers. I have to read the story many times before it is sent out to the printers and before I upload it on the Kindle.
The last step, of course, is to wait for the book to come back from the printer. And with every book that we have done, we have always been as eager as the children themselves to wait for the book, because there's so much that goes in the 6 to 8 week process that it takes for the book to come to its final stage.
I love my work because I enjoy reading. Especially when I read children's stories, it allows me to enter in their beautiful world and see it from their perspective.
So to be able to offer a family a lifetime of memory, to be able to offer a child a lifetime of learning and experience, the child feels that I had an idea and it was a beautiful idea. To be able to do that is the most amazing part of my job, and I absolutely love it.